Hi guys, welcome to another video on Lurks below. My name is Wilfred, and it has been a while since I last played this game because this game is still in early access by Mr. Brevik. And so I've been waiting for some major kind of changes before I dive back into it again, take a look. So in this video, I'd like to create a new class called Warrior, and it has been quite a lot of requests both in the forum as well as in Discord, asking Mr. Brevik if there is a melee class to play. Because, you know, as you have seen my videos before for Lurks below, I play Bard, I play Enchanter, I think I can't remember some other classes as well, Necromancer, sorry. And I've been using Wand. It's more like a gun that range kind of like a character. But, you know, in this video, I'd like to just give it a try, the melee. Now, early access means that it is still under development, so whatever you see here, it is still very much like a beta status, so take that into consideration as well. So I'll play this game a little bit at the beginning part, not too exciting per se, but just to give you a feel of, like, you know, initially you go in, pick up stuff, and then after that you would like do some crafting, do some quest, and then there is a boss called the Commander Vial, I think, that you have to take down and build some buildings. Basically, there's a very first stage of the game, and this is a compilation video, means that I'll skip a bit of things that are not that interesting and just focus on the progress part of it. I think right now I've created a sword and shield as one single item. Not sure how it works. You could do will as well for your warrior. So, but I thought you know, it's good to have some sort of like you know, protection. I'll see how it goes from there. I think once you made the decision, I don't know whether it'll stick with you or not, because I haven't seen any weapons that drop without a shield. You could do dual wield as well for your warrior. You know, if you are new to this game, it's created by the founder of Diablo 2, as well as Hellgate London, and the now demise Marvel Heroes. So, you know, Brevik has always been a lot of, like, you know, interesting ideas in this game, and it's a one-man show. So he managed to push it out into the, you know, just do it like one person within a year or so. So this is the new survival, by the way, panel. I think you could actually unlock everything, unlike last time when the survival panel is a lot of work in progress. There are things that you may or may not be able to unlock. So there are two parts of the game. If you look at the hotbar below, the orange progress and the green progress. So orange progress count towards your character's level. So your level from 1, 2, and so on and so forth. I think max is 60, I'm not quite sure. And then after that, you know, you have the, you know, survival part of it, which is the green portion of it. As you do farming, as you do other things, you actually have you know, you actually increase the survival rank. So this is a little bit of like a melee gameplay, a little bit interesting. You can double jump now. I think they build it such a way that you could still play melee a little bit. There is a boot. You can see the button number 7. You could actually dash onto a target and stun, I think, but I was still new to the game. So towards the end of the video, you'll see a little bit of more exciting things, like how he can, like, the warrior can shoot through a lot of like area. And, you know, by the way, I don't need to even like do all this like pickaxing, because I could actually use the boots to run through all this like mineral or stones, and I can collect everything in one shot. It's really fantastic. Towards the end, you will take a look at that. So this is a part whereby I build a little bit, I do a little bit of farming, because there's just not enough food if you don't do that. Build a campfire, mainly just to cook some better quality food. Have a forge so that you can start to create like iron bars, and the iron bars can be used for other things like anvil, or, you know, even crafting later on for you to have the iron armor. That's what it is. Now you will see that this part I managed to discover the Commander Vial, which is on that part, and I was like, should I chop the tree from this side or the other side? I think from the other side, because the wood would drop towards the left hand side rather than the right hand side. Yeah, I need to collect some wood as well, and I'm not ready to take on Commander Vial, because, you know, the gear is just not there. Need a fair bit of upgrade, so I beat my time to just do a little bit of like farming, the base setup, try to look for the iron ore as well. Try to basically build things that I could use, like the like anvil right now, I think. And that's what I need to do. A set of gear, once I get enough material, I got all the necessary prerequisite, I can do that. So yeah, just a little bit of crafting for you guys to see. Now, the game have changed a lot since the last time you saw a video on Lurks below. So I'm not going to recap like pages and pages of like a patch note, and I'm sure I still miss out something, because although I've been reading a lot, but it's still quite a lot of things that I just can't have time to do all these things. Now this is getting a little bit hairy, because as you can see, the character actually that it just die and resurrect in a random service area. So as unlike the past a little bit, you don't really drop gear at this level, because last time I think a lot of people complained that the game is too hard. So as the character die, you have to like the gears are being dropped in random kind of like a situation. So I think it still does, but at the early level they make it a little bit forgiving. So this is the part whereby I'm like just leveled up in the right kind of like place, but I'm kind of tired, so tired so that the green thing around me just show that I'm tired. And I try to sleep, but then there are a lot of mobs around me, so I'm trying to take them down as well. I think there's a cup of coffee, a bottle of coffee below. So yeah, bottle of coffee is good because it kind of replenish your stamina. As you can see, suddenly I'm back in okay. So as you can, get a sense of it, melee is not really that easy. There's a good reason why I don't use a charge as well, because it does destroy the environment, and I don't want that to destroy all my crops here. And I have to redo my crops a little bit. My gear is still not quite there, so I struggle for quite a fair bit. I'm trying to get the health potion as well. I think from this gameplay kind of like experience, I will have to be careful a little bit on the health potion. So always bring the health potion onto the hotbar if you have to. Yeah, so now I created a new set of like gear, so that's good. So I think back to the health potions, better put it on your hotbar, because as a warrior, seems that it required health potion quite a fair bit, right? So this is time when I've got enough, like I think I got 10 bars, so I make a chest, make a head item, and you can see my health actually go up quite a fair bit. Armor, I think, I'm not quite sure armor has increased or not, but yeah, I mean, as there's a potion there. Take it, yes. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that you try to dodge a bullet, try to just mitigate a little bit, but I think it's a little bit hard. But I could have used the charge, which you will see later on. I kind of get a hang of it. So I'm going to just get more armor. So this is the part whereby I've got the leg as well as the boots. So now I'm ready for Commander Veil actually. So very exciting on that. Now so I'm walking towards the so this is the part whereby there's quite a few of zombies there. Just need to take them down. So now I managed to sort of like know a little bit on how to use the charge. That has a rather long cooldown right now, but I think with ranks it will be improved. I could do a little bit of charging as well. So charge is done, and so that's done. So now it's against the first boss of the game, Commander Veil. You see the red thing, the corrupted areas there, you cannot dig through it, so the sooner you take them down, the better. So as a melee, nothing much you can do. I found that I just tank it through it, do a little bit of like charging, stunning, and then basically just a matter of like attrition, whether his health go down before my health does. I think maybe there's a better way, just jumping around, but as a melee I found that unlike the wand or the ranged, you could deal damage from afar, you have to melee anyway. So it seems to me that you have to tank it. Maybe later on with a little bit better ancient kind of items, I can like do a little bit of fun things. So far I haven't seen it yet. So the hotbar, by the way, has a couple of like now has been improved. There are more slots there. Last time used to be only 10, and last time you could put anything inside basically, but now you have the left side and right side. So the first 1 to 6 you can put any items there, be as leather, candle or any tools and so on. You can put it there. On the right hand side, which is 7 to 0 to W and Q, those are reserved for ancient items. So it's good and bad in the sense that in the past we try to squeeze as many slots as ancient, then it become a lot of swapping. But right now I still need to swap for quite a fair bit for my tools, because I need my axe to dig through things. I may need my hoe. I need to put a seat onto the hotbar as well, so that is just a little bit of like a lot of like you know, moving of items with the UI. But as you can see now, I'm practicing on the dash, and it gets really fun. Later on, as I go underneath underground, it gets even more fun. So you will see it in just a bit. There are also new recipes as well. I had a feedback long time ago talking about why don't we have a fridge in this game so that we can preserve some of the food that doesn't rot. So yeah, Mr. Brevik has created that recipe, and you know, I think when the time comes, I'll create a fridge. Not quite sure what kind of material I need for that. So now this is the part whereby I've tried out a little bit, you know, on what happened. See, I can crash through a lot of things. So now it becomes really interesting, because digging through places is always a little bit tedious in this game. But as you can see, man, I mean, warrior can charge through the entire terrain. So that become a little bit more, a lot more fun actually, and you know, it does stun and stuff. So I think it will open up a lot of very good, like a speed farming kind of like a scenario. So I just dash through it instead of digging through it like last time. There are some mobs there, so I think you know, well, I skipped those, but I was just trying to demonstrate that I could do a lot of mining with just one click. Look at this. It's just a bit. So or just like 6 of them, you collect it without having to dig through it actually. So very interesting gameplay for warrior once you can't get the hang of it. Well, I mean, it's still melee, so you know, it's and by the way, poison damage against you would basically you know, sometimes paralyze you for a moment. So I think I should start to cook things like warm berry pie for my healing, but I think healing will be quite important for warrior. But I mean, you know, it's you know, it's still not very OP right now. I mean, of course, it's still like, you know, have to be careful. Just have to have the health bar, health potion here and there. So all in all, it's still very much in early access. So as a word of warning in any early access game is that, you know, you never know what happened to the game. It's a little bit of gamble. Whether you want to play it now or not, it's up to you. I've got myself burned in Steam for a couple of times, like Wildbuster, you know, early access, and they shut down the server. Can't play it anymore. So the money I spent, even more than this game that would have been, would be, yeah, I mean, you won't be able to get any money back from Steam unless you sort of like spend a lot of money in the past, which you know, Steam always have a different kind of like you know, I know one of my friends actually managed to refund Wildbuster, which is really good for him. He spent like thousands of dollars in Steam so far, but I haven't been managed to. I spent about hundreds of dollars, I think $500 above, but it just didn't get any refund for that. So in any case, the rest of the video is just about you know, this is the general store, so you can sell stuff and start to make money, because you need money to upgrade your ancient items, and you need money for everything actually. And yeah, there's a nice potion of healing, by the way. Red color probably means that I can't use it at my level as yet. And after that, I do like, I think I create a bank as well, banker. So these are just some of the very essential things that you need. Creating a banker, creating a general store, and after that you can start to take the adventure down there with the bosses, with other blueprint as well. So yay, that is the bank that you could actually store items inside. You know, I think they lower the cost of the tabs for quite a fair bit. So, but still, it is inventory is still a premium. So try not to put everything inside. You can't really hoard it in. There's a bug there. Interesting. You can't really hoard a lot of things. But I always try to preserve some seed if if for emergency I forgot to plant something, I still have some seed in the bank. So all in all, pretty fun experience with the Warrior. I'm still looking forward to more content update. And as and when there are something interesting in this game, I'll just create another video. So thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoy whatever you're doing. Do let me know any question you may have in this game. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.